For thousands of years, a land existed where survival wasn't a choice, it was a test. A land where winter can freeze breath mid-air, where deserts burn like fire, and where the horizon stretches so far it almost swallows you. But long before the world knew its name, one empire rose from this emptiness. An empire that would one day rule nearly 10 million square miles, from the forests of Eastern Europe to the farthest shores of the Pacific. Its warriors were feared, its horses were unstoppable, and its leader became a legend whispered across continents. But all empires fall. And when this empire collapsed almost overnight, it left behind a silence so deep it felt like history had stopped breathing. Yet in that silence, something extraordinary began. Because where the empire died, Mongolia was born again. A world carved out of wind and stone, a world where traditions survived even when kingdoms didn't. A world where the spirit of an entire nation lived inside the heartbeat of a single creature, the horse. Here, horses outnumber humans. They are not just animals, they are history in motion. They carried warriors who once changed the world, and now carry the stories of nomads who still cross endless plains where you can ride for days without seeing another soul. In every hoofbeat, the past still echoes, and at the heart of this vast living museum stands a quiet valley, the place where Mongolia's greatest story began. The Orkhon Valley. A river cuts through golden grass, winding like a silver thread under a sky so enormous it feels unreal. At first glance, it looks simple, silent, ordinary. But this land has memories countless empires failed to erase. Beneath your feet lies the dust of vanished cities, the footprints of ancient kings, and the ashes of families who watched their stories rise and fall in the same wind. The valley's greatest reminder towers in steel, a 40-meter statue of Genghis Khan, seated on horseback, facing the east, the direction he once rode when he reshaped history itself. On a clear morning, the sun lights up the monument like a beacon of the past. And from nearly 30 kilometers away, it stands like a guardian watching over the steppe. At the base, bronze warriors wait silently, as if 800 years of peace could break at any moment. Beside this titan of steel, the valley honors someone most people forget: Hölön, the mother of Genghis Khan, a woman whose strength held her family together when destiny tried to tear them apart. Without her, the empire we read about today may never have existed. Further upriver, the Sutai waterfall crashes through ancient rock, sending thunder through the canyon. Mist rises in the sunlight like the valley is exhaling stories it has carried for centuries. Because this land remembers everything. Long before the Mongols, shamans carved mysterious deer stones, elegant stags running forever across slabs older than recorded history. Centuries later, Turkic rulers etched their victories into stone at Khövsgöl. Then came the Uyghur kings, building their once great capital, Karabalgasun, a city that now lies in ruins, its walls fading into the grass. Empires rose, empires crumbled, but the Orkhon Valley never surrendered its past. Within these plains stands Erdene-Zu, Mongolia's first Buddhist monastery. Its white walls circle a sanctuary built from the stones of the fallen Uyghur capital. Along its perimeter are 108 stupas, each one a prayer solidified in stone. For 400 years, monks here have whispered the same sacred words. They survived invasions, revolutions, and Soviet purges that erased countless monasteries. But not every sacred place survived. At Ongi Monastery, Only broken walls remain, silent reminders of the 1930s when faith itself was nearly destroyed. Yet Mongolia rebuilds, always. Its resilience is alive in a creature once believed gone forever, the Przewalski's horse, the last truly wild horse on Earth. Extinct in the wild by the 1960s, saved through decades of dedication, and now galloping again across the same plains where mammoths once roamed. But Mongolia isn't just ancient history frozen in time. East of Ulaanbaatar stands Turtle Rock, a massive stone shaped like a turtle crawling out of the earth. Nearby lies the capital city itself, a place that didn't exist in the age of Genghis Khan, but now holds half the country's population. Ulaanbaatar is the coldest capital in the world. Here, winters reach -40 degrees Celsius, but the spirit of Mongolia doesn't bend. In the middle of the city rises Gondan Monastery, home to a 26-meter golden Buddha. Prayer wheels spin endlessly, each rotation sending a silent prayer into the mountain winds. At Sukbatar Square, Mongolia's past and future stand face to face. On one side, modern government building. On the other, a powerful bronze statue of Genghis Khan watching over the nation he fathered. High above the city, Zaisan Hill curves around a giant Soviet mural. From this viewpoint, you can see Mongolia stretching endlessly in every direction, a reminder that this is a country shaped not just by people, but by time itself. To truly understand Mongolia's soul, you must go south into the Gobi Desert. From the sky, the Gobi looks like an endless ocean turned to sand. Golden dunes twist like sleeping dragons beneath the sun. At Khongor Els, the tallest dunes sing. When the wind moves across their slopes, a deep humming vibration echoes through the air, a sound nomads have heard for thousands of years. At Sagan Savarga, towering white cliffs rise like a frozen waterfall. Their layers of color reveal the secrets of an ancient ocean that covered this desert millions of years ago. But the Gobi's greatest treasure remained hidden for 70 million years until 1923, when scientists discovered the world's first dinosaur eggs at the Flaming Cliffs of Bayanzag. Across this harsh desert, white felt yurts sit like small moons on the sand, homes carried by nomads for over 1,000 years. Inside, warm orange patterns glow like fire against the cold desert air. And walking beside them, the Bactrian camel, the two-humped desert tank that survives where almost nothing else can. In the stoned forests of Baga Gazrin Chulu, the ruins of another monastery hide among cliffs. Blue prayer scarves flutter like trapped birds in the desert wind. Then suddenly, winter returns. Inside Yol Valley, ice survives even in July. While the desert outside burns, the canyon remains frozen, untouched by time. Scattered across these mountains lie ancient carvings of hunters, horses, and herds, drawings that have survived 12,000 years. Continue west, and Mongolia transforms. The Altai Mountains rise like jagged guardians where four nations meet. Here, one of the most extraordinary relationships on Earth still exists: the Kazakh eagle hunters and their golden eagles. These birds see 4 times farther than humans. They strike with enough force to break a wolf's spine. Yet the bond between hunter and eagle is built on trust, respect, and years of companionship. Every winter they hunt together. Every spring, the eagle is released, free to return to the wild. Some come back, some choose the sky forever. From these peaks, Mongolia softens into forests, rivers, and crystal lakes. Lake Khövsgöl stretches like a sapphire across the world, one of the cleanest lakes on Earth, so pure you can drink from its mirror-like surface. But winter changes everything. The lake freezes into a sheet of ice so strong that entire roads appear across it. Villages connect through frozen pathways carved by generations of nomads. For nomads, winter has always been difficult, but now climate change has turned it into a crisis. Dzud, a deadly freeze, strikes more often and more violently. Entire herds perish. Families leave the steppe and move into towns like Arvaikir, where new neighborhoods of yurts rise every year. But even with these challenges, the heart of Mongolia refuses to fade. Across the vast green steppe, yurts shine like white blossoms. Horses thunder across the land, keeping traditions alive through every generation. During Naadam, Mongolia's great festival, the spirit of the nation explodes into motion. Wrestling, archery, and horse racing across impossible distances. The legacy continues along the ancient postal routes, where the Mongol Derby, the world's longest and most dangerous horse race, pushes modern riders through the same challenges faced by messengers of the old empire. And finally, our journey ends at Taikar Rock. Its surface is covered in thousands of inscriptions, a stone book written by centuries of travelers, warriors, kings, and wanderers. Because in the end, Mongolia's greatest monument isn't a statue or a city or even an empire. Its greatest monument is survival. It is endurance. It is tradition. It is the spirit of a land that refuses to disappear. A land that has outlived empires, outlasted kings, and carried its stories through wind, ice, and fire. This is Mongolia, and its story is far. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories like this. Your support means a lot.